Hey, Tapping Life Math Industry, and we are going to do some quick rounding. So, sometimes when you use the empirical formula, or when you're trying to find it, you're going to get answers like 4.2. Sometimes in the middle of the problem, you'll get like 2.618. Well, how are we supposed to handle those decimals? Because it's not like we can slice an atom in half. The thing about this is, we're going to discuss the different decimals and what we can do to get those decimals into a whole number. So let's get started. If we have a decimal of 0.20, in order to get it to a whole number, just like fractions, decimals, and percentages, we have to multiply by 5 to get to a whole number. If we get 0.25, what would that mean? We would do it by 4, and that would also get to a whole number. If you ever got 0.33, this one actually breaks the law of mathematics because it's not 100% accurate. But when we multiply that by 3, we are going to assume that's going to be rounded to 1 as a whole number. This one right here, the question is, type in the comments below if 0.999 repeating is going to be equal to 1 as a whole. Type in the comments below what you think about that problem is. If you have 0.5 as a decimal, that's going to bring you, multiply by 2, it's going to bring you to a whole number. And the last one, 0.67, is not going to be easy. You have to multiply that by 3 to get to a whole number. And this would be close to 2.01. But why do we assume that the number is going to be 2 and not 2.01? There's another rule that happens. So, about quick rounding, the other rule is, if you get a decimal that is in the ranges between 0.1 and 0.9, if your decimal is going to be greater or equal to 0.1, or greater or less than or equal to 0.9, then you must round it to the respective ways of the most common values or the most common decimals to get to a whole number. If I get 2.91, then it's going to be rounded directly to 3. If I have, let's say, 2.001, it's going to be less than 0.01, then I'm going to round it down to 2. That's why we're going to keep it as 2.01, because it has to be greater or equal to it. So we're going to keep it as 2.1. I hope this video has helped you understand, wrong one. I hope this video has helped you understand what quick rounding is if you have problems with your empirical formulas. Thank you for watching Tapping Your Life's Math Industry. Like and subscribe.